passerbys trying to start fights. White male, 40s, wearing a yellow shirt and camo shorts.
And we're live. Lights, camera, action.
Oh, my God. The bartenders just request we check the area to make sure the driver is not vehicle is not.
It is very light out still.
Over.
Hello, Jonathan. How are you? Hope you're having a good Friday. Got 2 people in here. Back to 1. That's okay, though. Hello, Dale. How are you? Oh, my gosh. Why did it come out like that? How has your day been, Daniel? It's been busy. Obviously, we had, unfortunately, that plane crash in Oceanside, which I believe was my 3rd plane crash I've worked ever. And unfortunately, there was a fatality in that one and a serious injury. So, had that today. Was stuck in traffic for a while for a crash in Vista on the 78. I got a little bit of footage of that. I might post that on YouTube or Instagram or something later, but there's just so many stories right now, which is the polar opposite of what's been going on over the out covering as much. So, and of course, if there's a story, typically that means something bad happened, so that's not good. But I have that crash from last night in Vista at Civic Center in South Santa Fe. I still need to post that on Instagram. So I've got some stuff coming for you guys. But my day today has been great. How, who asked that? How was yours, Jonathan? Super dreary at the back just now. Bad for high-speed filming. Super dreary at the back. What does that mean? Sorry, I'm not the best with camera lingo, even though I am a cameraman. I still have a lot to learn. I'll be the first to admit that.
Juvenile to 177 Windrest from Lazarus and Louder. Time is 2000 hours. What's the beginning? 572. 572 beginning.
Hi, Adrian. How are you? Stringers Live. Thanks for popping in here. Hope you have a great night as well. Yeah, every day it gets a little lighter when we start these streams at 8. Oh, super dreary at the beach. Gotcha. What does dreary even mean? Like misty? Foggy? Apparently I have a lot to learn about the English language.
97 throughway. 1.97.
Hi, Charles. How you doing? Good to see you.
A canopy or a large chair in the number 1. South on South Mission Silver.
Oh, why am I picking up CHP? That's weird. I guess they're patched right now, so I get to hear some CHP action, which is interesting. Hello, Evergreen. How are you? I met Evergreen last week, you guys. She is super nice. And I also talked to Charles a little bit last night.
ALS response.
Always a pleasure.
Engine 125 and RA 121 at 4942 Delos Way.
Goodness. Hi, Nani. How are you? Happy Friday to you as well, Stringers Live. Where are you based out of, Stringers Live? Are you, like, LA? I saw your coverage of the plane crash, Daniel. Oh, thank you for viewing that. I appreciate it. Yeah, definitely. I was in Carlsbad, actually headed to lunch, and I rerouted. I heard it come out on the scanner, and I don't think I've ever heard that call come out on the scanner as it was happening. I've always gotten like a pulse point notification or something, so to hear the scanner say plane crash was it was pretty crazy. And I was pretty out of the way, which is, I'm never really just in that area too much, the Oceanside Airport area. So I still had like a 25-minute ETA. But yeah, that was wild. And there was just a plane crash by the Oceanside Airport earlier this year. Oh, you are based out of LA. Okay. That's cool. Hi, April. How you doing? Oh, you saw my footage on NBC7. Awesome. It's going, Nani. Is that good or bad or just neutral? I hope you're doing well. I am by Ashley Furniture. How did you know? I think it's pretty obvious, actually. The Ashley Furniture sign is actually just out of the frame. There it is. Hi, Elizabeth. How you doing? I am good. I hope you're having a great Friday. Thank you for asking. I used to live by the Carlsbad Airport. I was right there. It's funny that you mentioned the airport there, because that's where I was when it went out. I was westbound on Palmer Airport Road. And there was a crash at another North County airport. So I was like, oh, goodness. Glad to hear you're doing well, April. Same company, right? Both crashes. That I am not sure of. I've heard some things thrown around, but I have myself not been able to make any confirmation as to the company. I think, I don't know this for sure, but I think the plane crash earlier this year in that same area was from Go Jump, that skydiving company. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what information comes out within the next day or so. I think they said the NTSB's arriving tomorrow morning. So I guess that plane will be staying put, if that's how they do it. I'm assuming they'd keep it there just for the integrity of the investigation. But trying to write papers with kids. Next week is the last week of school and getting everything together for my daughter's birthday Sunday. Wow, you got your hands full. How many kids do you have? Hi, Beatrice. How you doing? Happy Friday to you as well. Loving the cat emojis. Very fitting given your username. Daniel, would you make Nani a mod? She requested it to me if you're okay with it. Of course. Yeah, Nani's been in here a million times. I fully trust her. Let's see.
You're available working about a group of 15 vehicles with subjects hanging out of them.
Nani V is now a moderator for your channel. It is official. Congratulations, Nani. Welcome to the moderator club. I'll be back. Phone call. Okay, Charles. Thank you for letting us know.
Did you copy the VLM?
Hi, Kenny. How you doing? 3 kids, 2 boys, and my daughter. Wow.
I'll show you the
And you got a birthday coming up. Summer's right around the corner. And you still joined the stream. I really do appreciate that. I know everyone in here has their own commitments and their own lives going on, and you guys take time out of your days to join me here, and I really appreciate that. Oh, Kenny, you're just doing okay? I was hoping to hear a great or a good. Hi, Belle. I saw your comments earlier. Thank you again for the heads up about the crash. I don't monitor my YouTube comments as much as I do like Instagram DMs and stuff. I don't think they push to my phone, but I do always see them in a relatively timely manner. So thank you again for those comments. Yeah, good point, Beatrice. Kenny can tell some jokes and we can all laugh together. Happy Friday to you as well, LAOC TV. Have a safe night. Haha, thanks. I was just telling Evergreen I tried to block the spammer last stream when Evergreen was with you, so I told her I don't mind helping out. Oh yeah, we did have that spammer last week. I can, I'm totally appreciative for all the help I can get moderating, because sometimes it is hard to keep up with the comments, especially if I have to drive to an incident and I can't read the comments as they come in. So yeah, I definitely appreciate it. You guys definitely don't have to moderate, but if you'd like to, I totally would love that. Daniel, can you see who has clicked the like button? We have too few likes for the number of people here now. And if any are mods, instant demotion. I actually can't see, I don't think anyways, who specifically has liked the stream. We're at 6 likes right now. We got 13 people in here. Definitely smash that like button. Oh, look at that. Just like that. We're at 8 now. Thank you guys so much. 10. All right. Thank you guys. Wow. 11 now. Thank you guys so much. You almost beat me to literally talking about it. You guys are committed. Got a vehicle fire out in Dulzura. That is quite the drive. Yeah, last night we had a drowning victim near the Oceanside Pier, pulled out of the water by police personnel, and they tried to administer life-saving efforts, but unfortunately they were not able to revive the person. And then there was also somebody hit by a train last night in Oceanside, and they were taken to the hospital, which is better than how they usually fare. Obviously a pedestrian being against a train, it's usually a fatality. So to hear that they were taken to the hospital was, I don't want to say good news because they're still injured, and I don't know how seriously they were injured, but yeah, it was definitely a surprise to hear that they were actually transported. Something else happened last night. Oh, there was a bunch of people toilet papered the campus of Oceanside High School. I was just in that area and I couldn't make a U-turn at a light, so I had to go down this street, and it happened to be right by Oceanside High. And I actually got some footage of that, but I didn't end up posting it because, I don't know, I just didn't feel like it was quote-unquote newsworthy. I'm sure some people hopefully would be interested in seeing that, but it just didn't feel exactly right for my page. But yeah, there was like paint and lots of obscenities. Some students or whoever that was were definitely not happy with what's going on at that school, I guess. I try and drive 3 out of 4 Fridays, but if I'm not doing Uber, I am always down to help out. Thank you so much, Nani. Oh, so you have this on as like a podcast while you're driving Uber? Is that what I'm gathering? That's cool. That's a good idea. Hi, Oliver. How are you? Hope you're having a good Friday night. Hello, Kaden. I was guilty, just liked. Thanks for the reminder, Dale. I just sometimes don't want to hop off the live. Totally valid, Elizabeth. I appreciate your honesty. Been a lot of train versus peds lately. They seem, I definitely wouldn't guess they're as common as they are unless I, was a local hearing about it for a while, because obviously now I can see the commonality of it. But yeah, when was the last one? There was a response recently in Oceanside, but I don't think that person was actually hit by a train. It was like a drunk person or something like that. Carlsbad seems to be a hotspot for train versus pedestrians. Like by that Carlsbad Village station. Oh, you were home last week and this week. Gotcha. What area are you from, Nani? I'm assuming you're San Diego County. Wasn't there 2 last weekend?
I think we're gonna be okay.
Last weekend?
And we checked the area. We don't see
Train versus pedestrians?
You have priority calls, I think.
Oh, you know what? I think you're right. There was one in like Sorrento Valley or Sorrento Mesa recently, and on that same day there was one in, I want to say Encinitas. I'm guessing that's what you're talking about.
Okay, yeah,
I was thinking just North County at first. You are up against the broadcast of 90 Day Fiancé, but we can play that in the background. I've watched that show, not the full way through, but I've seen like YouTube snippets and stuff. Did anyone feel the 3.6 this morning? I did not. What time was that? I was probably sleeping.
When you're clear from Saquon, would you be able to make it out to one of Springs for about 25 cents?
Oh, you're from Chula Vista. Okay, Nani.
Yeah.
I'm rarely in Chula Vista, but I've been there a couple times. Especially now that I'm focusing more on North County. I've been to a drive-in movie theater down in that area. I think it actually was in the Chula Vista city limits.
Valley, 31646 Meadow Lane across the street. There's an ATV with 3 juveniles on it.
I came up with an idea to do a subscriber group meetup with Daniel in the parking lot, hang out and eat that food truck food. You down? Yeah, Elizabeth, are you down? No pressure. But seriously, if you're not, I understand. But I am certainly down for Evergreen's idea. That food truck is there every single day. I actually passed it, funny enough, on the freeway last night when I was heading to the call near the Oceanside Pier. I literally passed right by that same food truck, and I can recognize it because there's always a car that's like on their like team of employees that follows that trailer as it makes its way back home or wherever they're going. Thank you guys for 15 likes, by the way. National City has a drive-in theater. Oh, okay, that's probably what it was then. Probably the South Bay Theater. I'm not far from there myself. Yeah, I think the reason we had to go all the way down there is because they're so spread out. I think there was only like 2 in the county. National City and I think Santee was the other one. And Oceanside used to have one, actually right where that plane crashed today. But apparently that's going to become a water park. I saw a couple comments talking about a wave pool, and it reminded me that I think I heard something about a water park being developed in that area. Santee's the only one now? Oh my gosh, I didn't know the National City drive-in closed. Oh, Imperial also has one. Imperial County or Imperial Beach? There's not been an official press release yet on the plane crash from today, but I'm keeping an eye out for that.
Units, RP is calling back, or one of the RPs is advising the suspect is walking on the sand past Tower 35, walking northbound. A negative weapon.
It was weird. There was like some sort of glitch or something with the sheriff calls for service CAD earlier this week. I would check it and it wouldn't list the area it was in until you like clicked on the incident, which isn't a huge deal, but there are a lot of incidents to keep track of on this CAD. And I was like, dang, why did they take that off? But I guess it was because it's back now. That's my point. But I was like, why did that get taken off? It made it much easier to narrow it down as to where everything was, because they cover a wide area.
Can respond to that and advise.
There's 41 events on the Sheriff CAD right now. Take the kids, it's so much easier than trying to have them sit still in the theater. Good point. And they're kind of like in their own, oop, just dropped my keys. They're kind of in their own environment. Like I'm sure they're more used to the car than a dark theater. You can kind of turn the lights on. You have more control, I feel. You bring up a good point about taking kids to the drive-in.
One, he's still a liar. Go for one. Yeah, we check the area here. We don't see any fire. Thank you very much. That's all. Thank you for your time. Cool.
Yeah, I was in that in this parking lot the other night, and that security guard talked to me again. I couldn't quite tell if it was the same exact security guard, but it was the same vehicle. And I guess I don't know if they're getting more strict or what, but I guess this Harley place closes at 6, so anytime after 6, it's like a suspicious vehicle maybe. But I'm like, I promise I'm literally just talking on the phone, like I'm not doing anything weird. 6 is pretty early, and like now it's 8:30, and I think that security guard just works like overnights, so he's kind of patrolling. It was like 11:30, I want to say.
Hey, David.
I forgot to say, I usually start the stream with this, but if you're new here, welcome. What we do is we're monitoring the police and fire scanners for any potential incidents in the North County, San Diego area. If something big enough happens, we've been to Rancho Bernardo before, that's technically in the San Diego city limits. But generally I stick to North County, San Diego. So that's Vista, you got Escondido, Carlsbad, even Rancho Santa Fe, Camp Pendleton, areas like that if you're not familiar with the area. But yeah, that's what we're doing right now. We're just sitting here in our normal spot. This is our hangout spot, the Harley Davidson lot. And we're monitoring for any potential incidents. So thank you for joining if you're new here. And if you're not new here, thank you for joining again. Joe, I am in San Marcos right now. I am just off the 78 freeway. That's the traffic flowing in front of you. And I'm in between the Las Posas Road exit and the San Marcos Boulevard exit. Do you ever go to Poway? I was actually just thinking about that the other day because I have Poway on my pulse point, so it'll notify me about fire department incidents in Poway, but I never find myself going to Poway. And Poway is like technically part of San Diego. It's kind of weird. It's like a borderline area, so I actually don't pick up Poway incidents on my fire scanner because they're not with Northcom dispatch, so it's kind of confusing. It's just a gray area. I have been to Poway before. I've definitely covered at least a handful of incidents there, but it's certainly not a common place for me. They're San Diego Metro dispatch. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I know they have their own fire department, but they're not Northcom, so that straightens it out for me. Thank you, Beatrice.
I'm on CVS Boulevard. Station of working. Girl. Entrance 7 point.
Daniel, I don't think you saw my question earlier. Do you work a different job or is this it? Oh, I did not see that. Thank you, Beatrice, for saying it again. I do edit some videos on the side for YouTube as well as my YouTube channel for Newsflash. And I have done some even DoorDash delivery. I'm very much interested in like the gig economy and freelancing. So that's kind of my melting pot, I guess, of jobs. But yeah, it's always been, at least for the last few years, it's been like a combo. So I just kind of like it that way. It keeps things fresh. Thanks for having me along. Have a great rest of your night, dude. You as well, Jonathan. Thanks for joining. DoorDash is great. Saved me in COVID lockdown. Yeah, I actually started in... Oh, when was it? It was right before COVID, I think. It was like January 2020. And then, of course, COVID hit. And then I got back into it around June or something. And yeah, I've been doing it kind of off and on since then. But definitely in 2020, I was doing it pretty consistently. And then in September of 2020, I started Newsflash Media. And now I'm live streaming. So super cool. I love looking back on the growth of Newsflash, and it's all thanks to you guys. I don't think if you would have asked me in 2020 if I would have been live streaming and driving around to incidents that I would have said yes, because I just didn't see that happening. Not that I don't want to. Obviously, I love doing it, but I was like, nobody would watch me. So thank you guys so much. Do you have any fun stories from DoorDash delivery? Ooh, do I? There was one time someone had pretty good Halloween decorations to the point where it like made me, it was just getting dark too, so it made me scared to go up to their door because I don't I don't like when those like animatronic Halloween decorations like can sense your motion and scare you. So I was hesitant to go up to that door. That's what comes to the top of my head. I'm sure there's a lot more. I've done over 1,500 deliveries, so there's definitely some in there. I just can't think of them right now.
Plate returns 1129, expired March 22nd of this year. 2001 Jeep Utility, Oceanside to James Holden. Super.
I remember one specifically where this woman had ordered from Doghouse Beer Garden, which is like a pretty trendy restaurant in downtown Vista. And the delivery address, speaking of Vista, that was weird.
Problems. Engine 214 and RA 214. Vista Knolls. Get building number. Vista. At 2000 Westwood Road. Room 323A.
But yeah, they put North Melrose Drive for the address, and they were actually on South Melrose Drive, and it was like a 10-minute drive to get to them. So I was like, I don't know what to do, and I actually ended up getting to keep that order, which is definitely a rare occurrence. I think that's happened to me like 3 to 5 times. I stopped using DoorDash because my orders kept getting canceled. Oh, that's weird. I've used DoorDash as a customer quite a bit as well. And I don't seem to ever have any issues with them. Sometimes it's like they call you to find where you are and stuff, but I feel like that's a given sometimes, especially if you're in like an apartment complex or something. Wow, that's a lot of deliveries. Good thing you drive a Prius. Good point, especially right now. That Chevron down the street from here was $6.59 yesterday. And I was like, whoo! Which Chevron is like the highest of the gas stations. But
Ambulance 132.
Even for Chevron, that's high.
25221 Wannock Road. Number D. Escondido. Shadow Mountain Condos.
Yeah, I actually have that Dash Pass thing. It's a perk with a credit card I have. And it like automatically gave me Dash Pass, which is pretty cool. And that's like it's basically a monthly subscription that voids the delivery fee for any order over like $12 or something on DoorDash. And I think it's $10 a month if you don't have like some sort of credit card perk or something to let you have it anyways. But yeah, that's been useful. It's definitely a splurge thing though, even with Dash Pass voiding the delivery fee. Like the items itself seem to be upmarked on a lot of these restaurants, so it's obviously way cheaper to just go out and get it yourself. But every once in a while, it's good to have that convenience, I guess, a little splurge.
San Marcos. Carbon monoxide alarm. Engine 144. Prominence Apartment 623. At 623 South Twin Oaks Valley Road. Apartment 69.
28.27, yellow 26811150. And 28, 86693.3. Yellow 2681150 and 86693.3. Boy, affirmative. Send us to our portrait.
I just pay my son-in-law now to pick me up food. That's a good alternative. It's probably cheaper to do it that way too. You hate driving? I love driving. Sometimes it can get a little annoying. Like today, I was on the phone with a friend when I was passing that crash in Vista today, and I was saying, like, I have not been in traffic like this in a while. Because a lot of times if I'm driving, it's like after the rush hour, it just happens to work out that way. But like even getting to the plane crash in Oceanside today, it took a while, just because of the distance and the amount of cars on the road. But then again, everyone's awake during the day that, well, most everybody is awake during the day that like follows me and watches my videos and stuff. So I want to give you guys that content. Hi, Janelle. How are you? Good to see you. How's your Friday going? Riddle. I have 2 US coins that total 11 cents. One is not a dime. What are the 2 coins?
Carl said, BLS response.
2 US coins.
Abdominal pain. Trump 105 and RA.
Isn't it a dime and a penny?
At 6253 Arbor Road.
I feel like that's a trick question. I have confidence that dime and penny is correct, but for some reason I feel like that's too easy of an answer. Glad to hear you're doing well, Janelle. Did you go to last night's crash on Civic Center Drive in South Santa Fe? I did. That video is up on the channel right now. It's not on my Instagram at this point, just because I was uploading the Oceanside Pier story from last night and then had the breaking story of the plane crash today. So that's when I was going to upload the crash from Vista, but the plane crash took its place. I try to post 2 times a day max, because otherwise I feel like it's kind of oversaturating people's feeds. I keep forgetting to put water in my car. I need to be better about that. Should we go grab a water somewhere? Take a little road trip? There's gas stations everywhere, so let's pick a random gas station and get a water. I'll buy you guys a snack.
That was on the sheriff's terrified, thank you. And CHP's releasing the fact on LA North Neckline.
I'm gonna avoid turning left because that Chevron down the street there and that whole shopping center has horrible service. I can almost guarantee that I would lose the live stream if I went that way. Yeah, I just need to buy like a case of water for when I stream. Because I'm always talking so much and then I'm like, my throat is dry. We will go to the Chevron down Las Posas. Oh, it is blurry. What the heck? Hope that fixes that for you guys. Just need to get some wind on the windshield to blow away the remaining water. Whoa! That guy just went. Good thing I didn't want that lane.
San Marcos. ALS response. Hemorrhage. Engine 142 and RE 145. Grandin Village. 1615.
That was weird.
At
I guess
1615
that car just
Grandin
didn't see me.
Avenue. Apartments 114.
All these cars getting on the 78. Let me try that water again. Is that what it is? Windshield wiper fluid? Is it is it just water? There's probably some like soap or something in there. I keep like hitting red lights, so I can't get enough speed for it to all blow away. Looks pretty good right now. Hopefully we will be renewed for a new season, Beto. I wonder what episode this is. I started streaming in, was it April? March? I've totally lost track. And I haven't missed one. I haven't missed one stream since I committed to doing it weekly, which is the whole point of committing to doing it weekly, but there's Raising Cane's, the best fast food restaurant in existence.
Carlsbad, ALS response, breathing problems. Engine 104 and RA 102. Laurel Tree Apartments, 1325. At 1325 Laurel Tree Lane. Apartments 135.
I hope people joining the stream don't think I'm heading to a call right now. I'm literally just going to get a water. Sorry for the clickbait. Here's our Chevron. I'll catch up on the comments before I buy my beverage. 6:59 still. Goodness. Should we get a car wash? Let's see. What are these comments saying? Any info on the name of the female found in Oceanside? No, and it doesn't sound like she had any identification on her. So, oh, do I hear sirens? I could have sworn I heard a siren. Anyways, yeah, so I'm sure you read this, but just to reiterate for anybody else wondering, the police described her as a Jane Doe, which is translates to they're not able to identify her at that time. So, yeah, that's definitely unfortunate. I haven't heard, it would be very early for the medical examiner to, even if they were able to immediately identify her, to release that publicly, it would be early as of now, because it's only been about a day. A dime and a penny is the correct answer. I got it then. I thought that was too easy of an answer for it to be correct. Who's the special guest tonight? I don't think we have a special guest tonight. At least joining me in person. You guys can all be my special guests in the chat. Raising Cane's would be so much better if they added flavor to their strips. It's too plain for me. But the chicken is juicy and crisp. I like their sauce. I think that's what makes the difference for them. Where did they find her? I hadn't heard this. She was found last night in the water north of the Oceanside Pier. And police personnel went in and grabbed her. Attempted life-saving measures, but unfortunately to no avail. So she was pronounced at the scene. People, I just want to let everyone know that Daniel has the best intro music out of all the San Diego Stringers. Thank you. I appreciate that. It actually did take me a little while to find a song that kind of fit. I didn't want to make it obviously like peppy because of the subject of my videos, but that is the background on that. I'm gonna head in here and grab my water. I was matching with that woman right there. We're both wearing dark green shirts. Okay, I will be right back, you guys. And next time you see me, I'll have a water. Thank goodness.
Vista, Fall, Trunk 126.
That was embarrassing. I forgot my key.
Sprinter Vista Transit Center, at 240 North Santa Fe Avenue.
All right, you guys, I got 2 waters instead of 1. Quite the impulse buy. What did I miss in the chat? Hello, Alfonso. How you doing? Now I have a water for next week, too. Go figure. Hi, Pat. How you doing? Thank you for your message earlier today. Is my car on? Sometimes it's so quiet, I can't even tell. Okay. It is on. We're moving. And I did not forget to turn back on the scanner. I just remembered. For my law enforcement scanner, it's like wired to my car, so I have to remember to turn it back on every time I get back in my car. I guess we'll just head back to the staging area and hang out, listen to the scanners as we do. Oh, thank you for the tip, LA. I appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good Friday.
Area 102 at sea. Go see that.
Area 102 at sea.
Home sweet home. I'll have to do a little circle to get in position.
Traffic.
And we're back. Let's stalk Juan while we wait for calls. Where is Juan right now? I think he might be at an event. I'm not sure. I thought I saw something on his story earlier. Glad to hear you're doing well, Alfonso. Thank you very much for joining tonight. Hopefully Daniel gets good footage tonight. I'll catch up to his videos later. Good night and good luck, Daniel. Thank you so much, Joe. I appreciate that.
We'll go for right now with the RP. If I can just have one routine semi.
A cement mixer and a prison bus crashed on the highway. Police advise the public to keep an eye out for hardened criminals. Very funny, Kenny. Where do you find these jokes? What did I miss? Mom called. Nani, we just got water. You didn't miss much. But I did go in with the plan of getting 1 bottle of water and came out with 2. It was crazy.
Can you please put me back on my list?
I always get Arrowhead water. That's like my thing. I've always drank Arrowhead water. I think we've talked about this before on the stream, but do you guys have a preference of a brand of water? Oh, you have a joke book, Kenny. Gotcha. That's old-fashioned. Not in a bad way, though. Extra hydration is never a bad thing. Good point, Nani. Thank you. I drink Arrowhead sparkling water. Interesting. Like as your regular water intake? Sparkling water? I only drink Fiji. I shower in Fiji. I've had Fiji before. I've definitely, obviously, tried other brands of water. I always thought Dasani was like the worst one, and I got it in a drive-thru once, like recently, and I tried it, and it wasn't that bad. There's like fluoride or something that they add to water, and I think that's what makes the taste different. Some people claim they think like all water tastes the same, which I'm like, for real? Maybe my taste buds matured or something. I like Fiji and Smart Water taste the cleanest. Expensive though, but we get the water from the dispenser. Yeah, Sparklets is a popular brand for the dispensers. Like the jug dispensers that you flip over the jug and put it on the stand. Sparklets. Arrowhead also has done that, but they're not as common as Sparklets.
That the juvenile had blood in her eye and said that her older brother was pulling her down while another sister...
Arrowhead is thick? I've never heard someone describe water as thick. I almost think that's a typo, but please elaborate. I'm very interested in what you mean by that. You've been to Fiji before, Beatrice? I cannot say the same. That is very cool that you've been to Fiji. I drink straight from the water house. Dasani or Fiji, Forever Green. Hello, Shauna. How are you? Hope you're having a good Friday night. It's crazy because water has no taste. It's usually the minerals and chemicals that make it taste different. So, like, based on different brands, they add different minerals and chemicals to it?
Negative.
And that's what makes it taste different? I'm learning a lot here.
Boyfriend states that she was on the track intentionally and pulled her away.
That's funny that you say that, Belle. You said Starbucks also has really good water for some reason. I actually respectfully disagree. I think Starbucks is like, I had that pegged as the same kind of water as Dasani. Like, it just tasted weird. And I swear I've gotten like, not nauseous, but like headaches, especially if I was like riding in the car as a kid and I was given a bottle of Dasani or something, whatever, like wasn't Arrowhead. I was like, oh goodness, like I'm gonna feel nauseous. Add a pinch of salt, substitute for potassium. It really is. It tastes like they put thickener in it. Yes, that's a thing for people who have issues swallowing. Wow. Huh. I've definitely not noticed that before, but I should keep an eye out for... I should do a comparison sometime on the stream. Maybe not on the stream. That would be probably really boring, but... Oh, we got a couple... Are those our special guests? A couple of pedestrians out for a walk. Good, good. I hope all is well with everyone. Happy Friday. Thank you, Shauna. Some water's hard. Yeah, I only thought about the taste, but apparently there's a bunch of different ways to describe it. You learn something new every day. The water from my fridge tastes like dirt, but I'm used to it now. Joke, what did the pirate say on his 80th birthday? 80th birthday as a pirate. I don't know. That's a tough one, Kenny. Chula Vista water smells like fish and seaweed until put through the Brita. Fish and seaweed? Arg, I'm 80. That's what I was trying to think of, like an arg thing that like pirates say and try to tie it to an 80th birthday, but I could not do that. I thought the same exact thing, Shona. Oh, he said, I matey. I get it now, Kenny. From Trader Joe's, I get the higher pH bottled waters from time to time to balance out your stomach acid, which is great if you have a sensitive stomach. I did not know that. Hello, Jose. How you doing? Hope you're having a good Friday. Thank you for joining. Are you the same Jose that was in here last week? Why are there never any sobriety checkpoints along 78 East on the weekends from 12 to 2 a.m.? They would get at least 50 DUIs every weekend. I've never seen a DUI checkpoint on the 78. Because it's a freeway, but I have seen it on like the side streets around here. That is a great point, though. I have seen a number of drunk drivers on the 78, and I'm sure that's, you know, pretty consistent throughout the county, no matter where you are, what road you're on. But every once in a while I think it's just because I do a lot of my driving on the 78, so if I see one, chances are it's going to be on that freeway. Just got back from the Escondido swap meet. How was that? Did you grab anything? Where do they hold that? What are you doing right now? Right now we are... there's a fat crash in San Marcos right now?
Engine 215 and RA 216
I would be very surprised if there was a crash in San Marcos. I obviously could be wrong, but... I'm 95% sure there's not a crash going on in San Marcos right now. But to answer your question for what we're doing right now, we are monitoring the scanners for law enforcement and the fire department in the North County, San Diego area. And we will be going to any calls if they come about. But for now, we're just hanging out, chatting. Yes, kiddos came home with toys. Aw, that's a wholesome Friday. Toys from the swap meet. You probably got them on a good discount too, I'm assuming. On Woodward. Let me check the sheriff CAD.
For a subject that was throwing glass bottles.
A big crash on
Wearing a
Woodward.
black hat, yellow shirt, ammo short. Pure view underpass. 97.3 David.
I just checked the sheriff CAD and I'm not seeing any crashes in San Marcos at all, especially on Woodward. I'm wondering what you're seeing. I almost want to drive over there and see what's going on. But thank you for the information regardless, Jaden. Dude, that plane crash, I can't believe I was randomly on the 76 taking a dang bird to the animal shelter. Was that today, Shauna? Did you see it go down? If you don't mind me asking. Thank you, LA, for the tip and the hot dog emoji. How'd you know I was hungry? I didn't report it. I just hopped on this because my friend told me about this.
ALS response. Cedar. Engine 103 and RA 103.
Yeah, I'm not.
And 2760
From what I'm seeing, there's nothing going on Woodward. I'm trying to solve this mystery here. Maybe there's some sheriff vehicles on Woodward that you're seeing. Thank you, Charles, for the tip. I appreciate it.
187.
Yeah, no, not going down. I would have been sadder. Yeah, that would be hard to see.
Your extraction patrol at the mansion.
All right, let's... I think we're gonna hide that user. I don't know what was going on with that person. How do you give tips? There should be an option in the YouTube app to send, it could be called like a super chat or something. And obviously you don't have to, but another option is to Venmo me at Newsflash SD. SD is in San Diego. But for everyone watching, don't feel pressured ever to give tips. But I certainly appreciate it if you do. My friend just told me about this channel, so I decided to stop by. No, you're good, Shauna. I don't see anything wrong with your comments. I just thought that person was acting a little weird for our stream protocols. So, I like to keep things drama-free. What if it's the same guy that hit my car a while back in the Costco parking lot? Hi from National City. Hello, Cody. How you doing? Just past Woodward, there's nothing. Yeah, that seemed like a kid on their YouTube account. But at the end of the day, I guess unless they were lying about this too, I guess their friend told them about my channel, which I'm glad my channel's making the rounds, but what a weird comment. Thank you, Shauna. I really appreciate that. Yes, you did it. Thank you, Shauna. That means a lot. A very cringy, edgy kid. You know, I'd have to agree. That was... I don't know who goes into live streams and does that. But kids will be kids.
Oceanside. ALS response. Chest pain. Engine 216 and RA 213 at 632 Charles Drive.
Thank you, LA, for the tip. Again, I appreciate that a lot. Sierra from Escondido says hi. Well, Daniel, who is streaming in San Marcos, says hi to Sierra. Two can play at that game, Sierra. Any description or more info last night, Jane Doe? No, unfortunately, there's not. Let me double check just to be sure, but from my experience, I would be very surprised if there was a medical examiner press release on that. Yeah, there's not. The medical examiner, like, does their press releases in batches sometimes, it seems. It's very sporadic, so... especially since they weren't able to immediately identify her, there's almost a 0% chance there'd be a public identification right now. Thank you, Charles. I like the cat emoji. I wonder if does that resemble your cat? We're just talking about your senior kitty.
Why the patient is transported, if she was injured or if it's just a 5150, and if you still need them.
Possible 5150. They can follow up at their discretion.
Yes, copy.
Oceanside. ELS response. Lift assist. Engine 217 at 626 Rainwood Court.
No, I had a black kitty when I was a kiddo. My senior cat is a tabby. Oh, right. We were comparing your cat to, yeah, Doobie, just like you said. Doobie and your senior cat are both tabbies. What are the odds?
Near the community pool, black pickup truck with two subjects, unknown if male or female, that hopped the fence into the pool.
Thank you, LA.
142?
A spoiler alert emoji. That's a new one.
Just confirming you don't have a room number 47 point.
Daniel, I need to... Oh, I think that person just asked the same question. I wonder if they're actually watching the live version of the live stream or if they're a little far back. I've done that before too, so it's an innocent mistake. But I have a feeling they're watching like what happened 10 minutes ago. Oh, thank you, Evergreen. I didn't even see that. Yeah, I think I missed something that happened in the chat. I know I removed that person that was talking about a hit and run, but I think what you're talking about is different. So thank you. I wonder if Doobie's owners know we still think about him. That is a good question. I wonder if they know that this community of people that saw him stuck in a car live on YouTube still talk about him every week. I swear he comes up every week on the stream. It's so funny. Hashtag justice for Doobie. Thank you, Charles. I appreciate the tip. refresh helps. Yeah, if you ever feel like you're watching behind on the stream, because I try to answer every question in a reasonable amount of time, unless I'm like driving or something. So if I don't answer your question, just try to refresh the feed, and it should get you back to watching live as things are happening. Daniel, no, it was about the same person you hit. Oh, okay. Thank you for the clarification. Yeah, that was weird. We must have both gone to hide him from the channel at the same time. Because on my end, it looked like I did that. But you moderators are awesome. You guys are looking out for me. I really appreciate it. Doobie is a funny and cool name. I agree.
Go ahead, Ranger 142.
Ranger 142, everyone 42, updated room number is going to be 308.
Doobie was planted in the engine. It's all a big conspiracy that goes all the way to the top. Yeah, I asked them to do that for my stream. Imagine if that was the case. What is orange and rhymes with parrots? Definitely want to say carrots, but again, I feel like that's a trick question. I feel like that's too easy of an answer to be correct. Doobie the Wonder Cat. Exactly right, Charles. You have to be quite the adventurous cat to get stuck in a car engine. San Marcos. You're exactly right. If you're guessing where I am right now, you are correct. We have a winner. I am in San Marcos. That's a new name, by the way. SoCal Urbex. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Thank you for joining the stream. Hope you're having a good Friday.
Encinitas. BLS response. Unconscious. Engine 233. And medic 235. And 229 Hillcrest Drive.
Any fun plans for the weekend? Oh my gosh, I just dropped my keys again. That was so embarrassing when I got to the gas station and I closed my car. I do that so much. Like, I'll leave my car and lock it from the inside and my key's still in here, and luckily my car doesn't let me lock my key in my car. Anyways, I just totally went on a tangent. Back to your question, Charles. Any fun plans for the weekend? Actually, yes, my mom is in town. She's visiting from Pennsylvania. So I saw her a little bit today after I covered that plane crash in Oceanside. She's actually staying in Oceanside. So got to see her for a little bit, but I will be visiting with her for a longer period of time on Sunday as well as Tuesday. So that's exciting. How about you, Charles? And anybody else? What's going on this weekend for you guys? Thank you, SoCal. You be safe as well. Thank you for joining. Juan left his running last weekend. Oh, his car? Oh my gosh. From where in Pennsylvania? Pittsburgh. She actually just moved, but she moved within Pittsburgh. Just a different part of it. Is that near Idaho? On the world map, on the grand scheme of things, it's close to Idaho. But if we're talking about the United States, it's not too close. Hi, Daniel's mom. I'll pass that along, Nani. I think she'd actually think it's cool if she heard that someone said hi to her on the stream. Oh, Mom, what are you going to do? We're going to Orange County to visit some family on Sunday, and then Tuesday, I'm picking her up from the gas lamp quarter in San Diego. And then it's kind of just playing it by ear from there. So that's how I like it. I don't love, I mean, having a set of plans is cool if you have a limited amount of time, but playing it by ear is fun too. You can keep it spontaneous, whatever we want to do. Yay, moms. I agree, Shauna. Yay, moms. Thank you, Evergreen. You're off tomorrow, Charles. Lazy day, back to work Sunday. You enjoy a lazy day. You definitely deserve it. Got a quinceañera to attend Saturday. That's cool. That's soon. It's already Friday night. Does Mom follow the stream? I don't believe so. She's on TikTok, though. Maybe I should ask her if I can shout out her TikTok. She does like cooking videos and just some random stuff, but she seems to have fun with it, which is what matters. My parents grew up in a tiny town south of Pittsburgh. No way! Small world. Yeah, she has some familial ties there, so I think her mom was from there. Something in the family. I'm going to see the Backstreet Boys tomorrow. I'm so stoked. The Backstreet Boys? Are they, like, touring again? My grandfather's worked in the steel mills. Oh, in Pennsylvania? Wow. Crocheting, fulfilling my orders. You should shout out your business, Janelle. I'm not sure if you've mentioned that before, and my apologies if you have, but I totally forgot that you have a crocheting business. I know you've mentioned, because we were talking about the difference between crocheting and knitting, but yeah, feel free to plug your website or your Instagram, whatever it is. Padres finally broke a 4-game losing streak. All right. I almost went to the game on the 6th, but my friend couldn't make it, so I was like, oh, I'll just not go. I haven't been to a baseball game in a while. I'll probably sit a lot. That sounds like a solid plan. Some relaxation. Sounds like fun. I'm sure your mom just enjoys hanging out with you. Thank you, Beatrice. I appreciate that. I'm visiting my mom at the end of the month. She lives on the Oregon coast. I have a Facebook friend who lived, she now lives in like some other country, but she lived along the Oregon coast, I think when she was going to school. And wow, that is a scenic area. The Oregon coast is beautiful. I was born in Clearfield, Pennsylvania. Clearfield? I can't place that in my head. I feel like I've heard of it though. They've been touring and doing shows in Vegas. Oh, are you going to Vegas, Belle? It's a little bit of a road trip. If you ever lock yourself out of your car, I got you, Daniel. I drive a tow truck. Thank you so much, Jose. That's awesome. I have done that once in this car, even though it's supposed to not let you lock your key in your car. The battery was so low that it didn't even detect that the key was in the car when I locked it. But eventually we got it to pop open.
The warrant's been confirmed, and one boy's case number will be 727.
I can see the ocean from her living room. Wow, that's cool.
Okay.
My Etsy store is coming in August. Fresh Off the Hook by Nelly. Very cool, Janelle. That's awesome. On Etsy. Well, on a stream in August, definitely shout it out once it's live. I don't know if you have a link now or if we can follow it somehow, if you have an Instagram. That is super cool. I'd love to check it out. I wish I was going to Vegas. They're coming here to Chula Vista. Really? The Backstreet Boys are coming to Chula Vista? That's so cool.
I never go for it.
Go for it.
Not yet, but thank you. Okay, cool. Keep us updated, Janelle. I'm sure everyone here in the chat would love to support your small business. I'm assuming it's a small business. That's like what Etsy's for, right? Forgive me if I'm wrong. I always utilize Etsy for like Christmas gifts and stuff. Makes it more unique when it's like handmade. Thank you guys for 25 likes, by the way. I appreciate it. Oh, 26 likes. Someone liked. Thank you very much. 27. We're going up, guys. Thank you, Jose. You were number 26. Thank you very much. Oh, 28 now. You guys are awesome.
Come on, David, today. Jump on 43 bucks.
Oh, 30. Thank you, guys. Is this O-side? No, this is San Marcos. We are 2 cities away from Oceanside. We'd have to go through Vista. Thank you for joining, by the way, Pierre. Hope you're having a good Friday night.
Check 126 North Common. Check 126, you have a 40-minute drive to Radius Children's and 13-minute ETA from Route 16 of David 13.
With long brown hair, eyeglasses,
Copy, thank you.
the red long sleeve shirt, and
I
black.
don't need an airship for this, thank you.
Copy.
Or if you're saying we can cancel one of those events, nearby.
Sorry, from nearby, and 45 Royal Street.
Hi, Chu. How are you? Oh, did they mention Radies on the scanner, Charles? Is that why you said that? I must have missed it. What's Gucci? What's Gucci, Oliver? That's not me asking what's Gucci, by the way. I know what Gucci is. Hi, Fam Bam. Hope you're having a good night, Oliver.
Pull traffic. CV just east of Donna. California 6, Unit Charles Adam 650 on Honda.
DVD 5200.
Hi, David, Janine.
Work. What industry do you work in?
Hi, David, Emily. Suspicious search, 5762 Old Ranch Road. He's advising this residence was sold in March, should be vacant. However, there's a truck in front of the residence loading items. We don't have anything further, it was too dark.
I rewound a bit. Chatter was a 40-minute drive to Rady's. Didn't catch anything else.
Stand clear for 1 minute.
Huh. I wonder if they asked for an air ambulance ETA?
Last, Katie, K. Edward Adam Tom, Ida Nora George, first to Sandra, date of birth 9/28/52.
Number.
Or maybe an officer had to go down to Rady's to like fill out a report or something. You probably know more about that than I do, though. I'm a truck driver. I live 2 cities away. Any big event lately? I'm always on the road, so I've seen a lot of accidents. Today we had a plane crash in Oceanside. Those are pretty rare, which is a good thing, but the fact that they happen at all isn't good. And then last night we had someone get pulled from the water near the Oceanside Pier.
Medical aid. Engine 141.
Sorry, 1 second.
And RA 143 at 251 North City Drive.
And that person, an unidentified female, was pronounced deceased at the scene. Had a pretty bad crash in Vista last night, and then another crash along the 78 in Vista today. That one had a rollover. So that's basically been the last 24 hours.
Carlsbad, Fall, Engine 101, and RA 101, Carlsbad Village Inn, at 1006 Carlsbad Village Drive.
I saw that Jane Doe drowning in Oceanside. Yeah. Yeah, I guess if they don't have like an ID card on them or something, they can't identify her. I didn't even know that, and I still don't know for sure, that's how they identify people that are involved in incidents. But
going to call back with further when their name is come out with the victim.
I'm guessing they find like a driver's license or something usually, and then go off of that to notify the next of kin. Very sad indeed. I agree, Charles.
Last of Keating, 1129 -4, suspended revoke with service needed for probation terms for BAC.
Copy.
$103.60. Copy and route. It's going to be at Costco. It's going to be eastbound from Costco on PAR. On a raised juvenile male on a bicycle and a WMJ on a skateboard holding onto the back of the seat. Wearing all black and short. Bike was in the bike lane and the skateboard was in the road. No weapons.
Intending come over. On 4-way, 5-way. For 15 family at the Vista Blue Apartments 3240 Mission. Repeat the manager who received third-party info from another resident, fighting a WMA and a WFA, are fighting in the parking lot. Per the RP, the subject reside in apartment 11.
Daniel, do you wear a reflective vest when you film on the freeways? I do. I have a highlighter yellow colored vest, and it has gray reflective strips on it. I guess it's technically like a construction vest, but I've actually heard it's a law that if you're working along the freeways, you need to wear something like that. So, and obviously it's much safer, especially if it's dark out. I wear it whether it's daylight or dark out, but yeah, could save my life. So definitely worth the investment of like $20 or whatever it was to get that. I bought it a while ago at Walmart. Hear anything about the fires today? Interesting that you mentioned. I was stuck in traffic for the crash on eastbound 78 near Sycamore when that fire went out near Rancho Santa Fe Road. So I wasn't that far out, but I was just stuck in the traffic, and by the time I got to the area, they had canceled the majority of the response, I think. And there was that other one in Escondido, and I didn't hear anything about that one. I had my scanner on for Northcom, but yeah, they didn't seem like major incidents. And I tried to check when I passed that the area where the fire was reported in San Marcos, and I didn't see any burnt vegetation or anything.
But so far, we'll confirm their zone out.
About 3 days ago, someone jumped off an apartment in downtown San Diego while I was delivering to the restaurant below. Very sad to see someone cut their life short. Oh my gosh, that's awful. I'm so sorry to hear that, Pierre. I had to wear a reflective vest during Juan's ride along when we stopped at a freeway crash. Very fashionable. Yeah, it's not the best fashion statement, but, you know, it's worth it to be safe. What do your parents think of your stringer work? Do they subscribe to your channel? Good question. Or questions, actually. My dad he's very about it. I think my mom's a little less about it, just from a safety standpoint. Just like we were talking about with, how I work along freeways. I don't think she's thrilled about that, but she definitely can tell that I'm passionate about it, and it's been a thing I've been interested in for a while. So I think she likes that part, obviously. Mom probably thinks it's dangerous. Yeah, I can tell you for a fact, actually, she does.
90 and 97. Better. Good one for Andy. Go ahead. He's 1129 -4. Student control for 2125 detour. Priors for 211459 and H&S deal suspended revoked the service.
That's station alert. Passenger. You can cancel for the requested roll. It's going to be a state parts handle, and CHP Thermal is going to try and make it up. Over.
David.
North River Festival, California Personalized Family. The name of Paul John, you wrote 3 Lexus.
Frank Favorite Festival traffic for 10 David.
So I'm glad no one is hurt, but I'd like to see something. Yeah, it definitely, nothing's happened yet. And we've been on the scanner the whole time.
Showing 1129, current 05 Lexus to Jessica Romero, 3225 Anchor Way, number 304, block 45531.
Turn by code 4.
Code 4. PDF.
Nine David, go 4.
Go 49 David.
Oh, right. You're the person that works at Jiffy Lube. I think you mentioned that before. That's my spot. I always get my oil changes at Jiffy Lube.
Station on 2 David.
2 Rob. Resistance.
By 1214 Division Street, number 814. Will be approximately 10 subjects fighting in the street. RPs advising possible gang member.
Yeah, there's a few Jiffy Lube locations around here. San Marcos has 2. Escondido has 1. Oceanside has at least a couple. It's definitely a local brand, at least. Not sure how far it reaches.
Four-way, you can convert 24 by to the line.
24 by diverting 1214 Division.
24 by copy.
Don't tell Mom what.
Plan legal.
Engine 131, and Rescue Ambulance 131. Medical alarm, 215 East Washington Avenue, number 215, Escondido, Juniper Senior Village.
Station at Convoy. Can you be around to cover 10 Davis on 2?
Everything. I was talking to her when I saw her today about the plane crash. So she's interested to an extent. I think it was Dale saying how your area has less major incidents than in Juan's area due to it being safer. Dale can elaborate. I think he has a point for sure. San Diego, and it is, I think it's a bigger area
Known incident type. Engine 106.
that Juan covers.
106.
And I think it's also more densely populated. Like here we have like Rancho Santa Fe and Fallbrook, some parts of unincorporated Vista that are kind of more spread out than like downtown San Diego. And there are some places out where Juan covers that are less populated, like El Cajon. I'm not too familiar with the area, but there's definitely some rural areas out there. Yeah, I'd be interested to see the difference in population between North County and then once you get into the San Diego city limits, and then include like El Cajon, Lemon Grove, Alpine, those areas.
Alright, 142.
Keisha's at hospital.
Yeah, we do also have the sheriff encryption up here as far as the primary traffic on the radios, but I feel like I was almost more worried about that before it happened, and now that we're actually living in it, you know, I still have the fire department that covers those areas where the sheriff has jurisdiction. There's also the sheriff CAD, which is a great resource. I almost feel like I can monitor it easier because like it's more laid out, I guess I could say. Because with the primary traffic, when sheriff had that fully open, they were always running plates and stuff, and sometimes I'd just have it on in the background and I could miss something. But now I can just go online to the calls for service CAD and or check Astria's requests and all that.
Hi, David, can you?
Hello. Both your subjects, I'm trying to negative 4 lethality else.
But one's area doesn't have Doobie. You're exactly right, Charles. That's true. And there are even some areas down there that are covered by sheriff.
By route 1182, 415, Douglas and 76. Responding with convoy.
Sounds like there's some road rage going on in Oceanside. 76 and Douglas.
Engine 106, copy, cancel.
Good night, Janelle, and good night to you, Jose. Thank you guys for joining. I appreciate it.
Go for it. He's gonna get a transfer to Tri-City. I copy.
Joke, what did one dish say? Oh, one fish? What did one fish say to another fish in a tank?
97.
What did the fish say? Tell us, Kenny. I can't explain it, but I crave a Harley right now. A motorcycle? Craving the Harley. Yeah, this is one big advertisement.
25, I'm showing it right. The 3525 Alpine Boulevard, unit 36, and keep really low.
He said, "You man the guns, I'll drive." I'm trying to understand it, Kenny. Wait, what did one fish? Oh, like a tank. Okay, like a military tank. Gotcha. Vroom, vroom, it's because gas prices, huh? Yeah, I had to reach out to Harley Davidson for a sponsorship. I hear it's up to $7 for gas in LA area. Whoa. Yeah, that $6.59 at the Chevron is the highest I've seen. At least around here.
Oceanside. ALS response. Stroke. Engine 213 and RA 213.
That went right over my head for a good minute. Me too. I was trying to figure it out. I had to read his joke and then put the punchline in together with it, and then it made sense to me.
Atlantic 56, this Heartland, difficulty breathing, beyond Casino, 5000 Willows Road, 2 Charlie Delta.
I fixed your logo to fit merch? The Newsflash logo? I've thought of making like shirts before, but just for me, just because I think like nobody would be interested in buying a Newsflash shirt, but I could like wear it to scenes and stuff and inform people about what my channel is about and stuff like that. Well, thank you, Sand Crab, for fixing that. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Hey, David.
Hey, David.
Can you add the following plates to call? First plate will be on vehicle 2, 6 Mary Victor Unit 465. It's going to be on a silver Lexus.
Get stickers and shirts, I'd rep ya. Really? You would? Thank you so much, Nani. That means a lot. I mean, it's definitely something I'd consider. And maybe I could put it like in the link of my Instagram or something.
Second plate is going to be on a
It'd be fun to design and stuff.
218 David X-ray.
We'll meet someday. Sand Crab, that would be awesome. I'd love to meet all the people in the chat.
Where?
One down, the rest to go. I met Evergreen, and that was the first person. I've met some people at like scenes and stuff, but I thought it was awesome that Evergreen made the trip up here. That was really nice of her. You'd buy a t-shirt, Charles? Thank you so much. Newsflash on one side, 619 on the other. And then if I'm shooting for 619 News Media, I could flip it around and say that's who I'm with. See Juan about my Facebook group. Okay, thank you.
Hey, David.
We're going to relocate all parties. Looks like the 1182. It'll be an info exchange. We'll be behind the Vietnamese restaurant, 39 Opposition.
Over.
Oceanside. ALS response.
I'm gonna tattoo Newsflash Media on my chest. I hope you're joking. That would be... Please don't tattoo anything on your chest. Juan wears shirts. He gave his mods the same shirt, but it had moderator on the back. It's cool and comfortable. I'd totally wear yours too, Daniel. I didn't know he gave us moderators shirts. That's so nice of him. Oh my gosh, that would be awesome. I always wear like dry fit shirts, like moisture wicking material. I think it's like polyester. Those are like my go-to. I always wear those types of shirts. So hopefully I can find something like that to put the Newsflash logo on.
Over.
You in San Diego? I'm in San Diego County, but I'm in North County. I'm in the city of San Marcos right now. Thank you for joining the stream, by the way. Thank you, Charles. Yeah, that would be cool to make like just the Newsflash logo, a sticker of that. I don't know what else I could do. Maybe like a camera emoji or something. Or do like a map of San Diego County and put yours on the north of the map and one central. That's a good idea too. You guys are creative. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for the support.
Wilbur, check out Valerie's taco shop.
Yeah, he did it for free. It was totally nice of him. I would buy yours though if you wanted. No, I wouldn't make anyone like a moderator or something buy them. I would like if I had the means to do so, I would buy everyone in the chat a shirt. That would be super cool because you guys have supported me so much. Oh yeah, we could put Doobie on a shirt. That's so funny. Hashtag justice for Doobie shirt with a cat picture on it. A tabby cat. We got to make sure it's a tabby cat. A tabby smoking a doobie. Just fair warning, I probably will be wrapping up the stream within the next few minutes, unless we have something arise. But in advance, thank you guys so much for supporting me tonight by watching, liking. Anybody who tipped, thank you so much. If you subscribed, I appreciate any version of support. We did go to get water. I bought 2 bottles of water with you guys. But I know obviously it wasn't the most action-packed stream, but with stringing, that's just how it is sometimes. And it is a good thing if nothing happens, because that means nobody's getting hurt or involved in a car accident or anything.
Engine 111.
Ooh, lots of motorcycles going on the freeway.
447 Ammunition Road. Engine 131. Other outdoor fire. 201 West Valley Parkway, Escondido.
Thank you, Sandcrab. Yes, it has been fun. Thank you for your support. Thank you, Charles. I appreciate that. You guys are the best. It was nice seeing you guys again tonight. You as well, Belle. Thank you so much for joining.
Oceanside. BLS response.
You're pretty awesome, Daniel. You too, Charles. You're definitely more awesome than me. Thank you so much for joining.
Joe Crouch Shack Oceanside N Harbor DR at 314 South Harbor Drive.
Thank you, Charles. Yes, it'll be nice to focus on her while she's out here. She flies back to Pennsylvania on the 10th. Good night, Belle. Thank you for joining. Good night, Charles. I think I'm going to wrap it up, guys. Thank you again for any sort of support you guys gave me tonight. Definitely had a blast talking to you guys, as always. You guys are amazing, and I will see you next Friday at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, just like we do every Friday. Thank you for joining, and I will see you guys then. Stay safe and have a great weekend, you guys. Bye.